Hello fellow nerds and nerd allies. In today's video, I am going to be opening up the Truefree HF10 and I'm actually going to be comparing them against the Sony XM4s, which are more than 6 times as expensive. They're still on sale for, the Sonys are still on sale for $188 at their cheapest. I could find them on Amazon. And this Truefree, you can get it for $30. I have a code that you can use. I actually did receive this from Truefree for free, full transparency, but I am going to go according to my review policy and cut them no slack, and I'm going to be completely honest in this unboxing and first impression. So let's just take a quick peek at the box, Truefree HF10. And one of the things that I said when Truefree reached out to me was, sure, I'll do an unboxing. Can I compare them against the Sonys? And they said, yep, we grant you free creative license. So that's what we're going to do today. We're going to see if these $30 budget headphones can actually punch above their weight and compare with some $200 Sonys. So these are the the XM4s are a little bit older, but they still are on sale. And I actually didn't pick up the newest XM6s because they were so expensive. So this is just what I was looking for, is an inexpensive pair of headphones. Okay, so I already downloaded the app in preparation. And okay, you can get Android and Apple. And I looked into Truefree, and it looks like they're a pretty big brand in China, but not so much here. And I did check the reviews on Amazon before I agreed to this, just to make sure it was a decent product, and it does have 4.8 stars on Amazon. So I am excited to try this out. All right, so we have English on this side. We got to fold out. And oh, it looks like they have push buttons, which is welcome. And then you have different languages on this side. Okay, enough with the documentation. Let's see the headphones. Okay, so they include a cable, USB-A to USB-C, and then, oh, that's actually a surprise. I did not know they came with a 3.5 jack. That is pretty cool. All right. Okay, get rid of that. So I do have to mention right off the bat, the Sonys do come with a carrying case, like a little oval case. So no case on these guys. I mean, the build quality isn't going to win any records, but I mean, honestly, I don't know how they can only charge $30. If these actually are functional, I mean, let's test them out. Let's see. So let's just do a look at the product really quick. Let's hit it with some more light. And we'll do a look at the product. I'll try them out. We'll get them all connected to the app. And I'll give an honest opinion. Okay, so looking at the product, nice squishy headband. It looks like the faux leather wraps around. And the Sony, so I have had the Sonys for a while. I mean, I guess the Sonys are a little tiny bit softer, but pretty close. You got the adjustments here. Nice to see that there's some metal in here. Okay. We got it on both sides. I mean, the plastic feels a little tiny bit like plasticky. The Sonys have like a little bit more of a soft texture on them. One thing I don't like about the Sonys though is there's sensors in here, and this sensor always pokes my ear. Like, I actually gave these to my girlfriend because of the way these poke out. They just hit a spot in my ear, and I can't wear them for like more than an hour. So these have a little bit of a bulge too, but it's not as pronounced on this as the Sonys are. Okay, we got a left and a right. And these are squishy too. So yeah, that's pretty nice and squishy. Okay, just really quick, I'm gonna put them on. I can't help myself. Okay, that I already can't really hear much with them on. They are very, very comfortable. Let's take a look at the buttons before I get it connected. We've got a power button, volume down, volume up, and we have an A and C button on this side. And then we have the USB-C on that side, and then we have our 3.5 millimeter jack. Okay, so, I mean, that's, and they fold up pretty nicely too. That's pretty good. Let's do, I haven't used the Sonys in a long time. I remember that they folded kind of weird. I think that's how they fold. Yeah, so then you put them in the case like that. So I like that a little better. It's just a little easier, but pretty similar. Okay, I'm gonna pull out the app. Let's see if we can get it set up on screen without showing too much personal information. Let me find the app really quick. Okay, great. I got the app. Let's get logged in together. Agree and continue. Okay. Pause. I'll be right back. Oh, you know what? I can share this. You guys all know my email. Feel free to email me anytime. Tech-related stuff. We'll just try. Okay, no, I don't want anyone logging into my Truefree account. Okay, so that's a little weird that you have to like put in your email address twice. Hold on one sec, I'll get my verification code and we should be in. Okay, so the verification code did go to the spam folder, and I guess that's not Truefree's. That's not their fault. But let me get the password entered and we should finally be into the app. Okay, so we are in. It looks like there's a video tutorial, and we'll just ignore that and we'll just get started. Let's turn it on. Okay. Nice voice says power on. And ignore the tasker map. That's my app that's in development. Okay, allow Truefree. We got the blinking light on here. We have a connection guide. Let's see if we can just find it on Bluetooth. So, so that is something to point out. I think the Sonys had like a quick connect on them. I can't remember actually, to be honest, but this was pretty painless. Okay, I'm gonna skip that, the extended warranty, but that's pretty nice, 18 months. And then we got an image of the headphones. Oh, it tells you the battery percentage. And then you have your choices: ordinary, noise reduction, transparent. That's weird. It says weird things. Okay. It says ANC on, normal mode, pass-through. Okay, pass-through. So I guess that's not that bad. I like the dings a little bit better, or like nothing does it really well. It's like gaming mode for low latency. That's nice. Let's see what else they got. Maybe more features to come. One of the things that is nice about this is they have Bluetooth 6, which is better than the Sonys. Oh, and some nice white noise included in the app. That's pretty cool. And then some technical support. Let's get to... oh, there are more functions in here. Movie mode, find earbuds. Let's try that. I wonder... Oh wow, that's actually pretty loud. So I wonder how that works without the connections. And oh, you could change the prompt tone. So it would be nice if they added like a tone in there. That's my preference. And then you can change the volume of the prompt tone. I think that's actually better than Sony. A nice little equalizer options. Let's just take a real quick peek at them. Okay. Let's see. Scrolling through it seems a little strange, but that could just be because I'm on the Fold 7. And it looks like they have some adaptive options. Okay, so I mean, I think it's a decent app. It's, Sony's been doing this for like, what, 30 years at this point? But it does have all the basics. I am going to put these on and listen to them and then listen to the Sonys as well. And I will give some honest opinions on the sound. But I have to say, already just based on the build quality and the squishiness of them, for $30, like this even on their limited price is $188, and the XM6s, I think they were like $459. So I mean, I'm already kind of biased towards these just on the price alone. So I'll be honest, if they sound like even decent at all, I'm probably gonna give them like a strong buy, because for $30 with like the way this feels, as long as they don't sound bad, that's probably good to me. Anyways, let me get them on and I will be right back with an honest opinion on the audio quality. Okay, so I've spent some time with them and they're playing right now. It's not going to be like a great test, but that's what they sound like up to the mic. And it's actually, I'm really surprised. And it's not because they're like mind-blowingly good, but it's that they're so good for the price point. So basically, I think the easiest way to explain it is to say the XM4 at $200 would get 4 stars, maybe like 3.5 or 4 stars nowadays. Probably like closer to 3.5 because of the other options that are available. Good headphones, a little outdated. These guys at $200, I'd say 2.5, 3 stars, but these aren't $200. These are $30. At $30, I ran out of room. I kept going with stars. I'm going to talk about the good and the bad. So I'll start with the bad and then we'll go to the good. So the bad is, I think it actually works better if I do a comparison. So what the Sonys win at, it's build quality. They're just slightly better. Plastic, I really think that's like the main difference, is the plastic's just a little better. It's a really small difference, but you can feel it, but it's not a huge difference. The other thing is the features. So the Sony app just feels a little more polished. However, this has Bluetooth 6, which I know is beating the Sonys. They have the same size drivers. Sony does have that Google Quick Connect and the Find My. So Sony wins in that regard by just a little bit. Price, these guys knock Sony out of the water. Oh wait, I'm not to the good yet. Still talking about the bad. Okay. The other thing is the sound. I'd say they're 90% of the way to the Sonys. They actually even have better bass than the Sony. Where they stumble is kind of like in the mids to highs. There's a little bit of muddiness, and it actually sounded better with one song, well, a few songs, but Sweet Home Alabama and really bass heavy songs that you want to hear the bass that don't have a lot of those like mids or highs, they sounded really good. And then also the Sonys win with their noise canceling and ANC, but what can you expect? These are like the best on the market. But the HF10 surprisingly good. That noise canceling, I mean, just the normal mode was really good. So, or just normal, like having them over your ears, I couldn't hear a lot outside of them. And then also the transparency mode was really good too. So another surprise there. But let's get to the good. So I do have to say, overall, it's not a fair comparison, but if I was buying brand new headphones and they were for anything that wasn't like sitting at a desk or being stationary, something where I might drop them or I'm at the gym or I'm commuting, I would buy these 100%. And the reasons are replaceability and cushy factor. So they're about the same cushiness, actually a little better for me because of that little not having those bumps there, but cushy factor and price and replaceability. So I actually, I should have done this earlier. I really highly recommend these guys. And if the website is honest, they have 125 hours of battery life, which is also insane. So I'm actually surprised you can get these for $30. There's one thing I forgot to mention about the bad, and it's one specific song. Well, there's a few songs, Can I Kick It and Hot Thoughts and Doing It Right, where there was some like tinniness in these Truefree. I actually tuned it out. So I think it's just like a software issue or tuning. But I thought I should mention that. So again, if you were in the market to buy these as a gift, or you just want some gym headphones or some like toss around headphones, or this is your first pair of headphones, or you're not a huge audiophile, these are a great choice. $30. And the way you can get them for $30 is actually a discount code. I found it on their website. It's Truefree HF10. So Truefree HF10 at Amazon, you get these for $30. Truefree might give me some sort of a code, but I don't imagine it's going to be cheaper than that. So if you do want to pick these up, Truefree HF10 on Amazon. I'll put my affiliate link down there. If you would use my link, it would help me out because I'd get like 2 or 3%. Helps me with the channel. Everything on here I purchase myself. If you've watched this long, I really appreciate it. I spend a lot of time and really try to focus on these reviews, trying to get you guys honest advice. One last thing I forgot, the Sonys do have like a swipe feature, which I like, but also I could see people liking like the actual physical buttons. So that's it for the Truefree HF10. I tried to scam them into sending me another pair of headphones, so we will see. I'm hoping they do because I saw another pair that looked really nice. And if you guys are into 3D printing, tech, news, technology, reviews, consider subscribing. And this review is a lot longer than I expected. So thank you again, and I will catch you on the next one. Bye, nerds.